do this in English since you're looking for an English-speaking person. My name is Miki Kasanovic, and I am applying for the position as content creator and content social marketer at MagPlus. I am not going to speak for long. I think that the message about why I am the perfect person for this position should not be said by me. It actually should be said by the followers that have been watching me grow into a digital native. And I'm going to ask them for help, so they will be contacting you in different ways and telling you why they think I am the perfect person for the job. But let me talk a bit about the responsibilities, the skills, and the objectives that you're listing on your website. I am the perfect person because I have been working with creating content on the internet since 1996. I had my first dynamic website back in 1998. I wrote it in ASP and VBScript, and it was based on Microsoft Access, the database. So I guess it would have been called a blog if the term had been invented, but it was just called a website or a diary. The blog that I'm writing right now, that has been going since 2006, so it's 5 years old. It's almost 6 years old, actually. So I have been creating content. I've been writing for a very long time. Basically, I've been writing for as long as I can remember. I've been reading a lot as well, so I guess that's why I like writing. But what I do love most is storytelling, and I have been storytelling. I've been using videos in my storytelling. I'm going to provide you with links for those, and I love using images in different ways. I have been working on becoming a better photographer, and Instagram is one of my favorite applications on my iPhone right now, so I use that a lot. So I'm going to send you a link to my photos so you can watch them for yourself. So a couple of examples on why I am the perfect person. Well, first of all, I have been lecturing for BICE, and I have been lecturing at a distance. So this will be the fourth time that I'm lecturing for doing this particular lecture. And the first time that I did it, I decided not to use any platforms or any tools that were old or sort of pre-internet, or that were built by companies that didn't really understand social. So instead of using webinar platforms, I used Bambuser, and instead of using PowerPoint or even Keynote to create the presentation, I used Prezi. We used the chat in Bambuser the first time as a back channel, and it actually worked very well. It worked so well that I will be doing the lecture again for the fourth time. And it went so well that I will be heading the interactive communication course at BICE for 8 weeks. So that's a course at a distance, so I'll be doing that parallel to my full-time job. So that's one example. The other example is that I am so digital that last week I actually got my bag stolen, and the bag contained my computer, my jacket, and my wallet. And the thing that I miss the least out of those three is actually the computer, because I mean the computer can be replaced, the data cannot. But fortunately, all the data that was stored on the computer was actually stored in the cloud. So I'm sorry, I got a message. I am using Dropbox to store all my files. I am using Gmail to store all my emails. I'm using Flickr to store all my photos. So I did only have one single file that I stored on my desktop on the computer that got lost. I use digital platform. I have an iPad, I have an iPhone, and actually the iPhone is my favorite together with my computer. So I use them a lot, and I spend lots of time in digital, not because the sake of digital itself, but because it enhances communication. It allows me to tell stories, and it allows me to connect to other people. I think that the base of internet, the greatness of internet, is actually the humans behind it, not really the technology or the information available even. But we can talk about that more when we meet. I have been working at Hyper Island, which of course has given me both digital skills but also skills in self-managing leadership and in group dynamics that I think are pretty unique. Not many people have gone through what the students and the faculty at Hyper Island go through during the couple of years that a course normally takes there. When it comes to language, I am pretty good at English. I have done the English as a foreign language test within the IELTS testing system, and you get graded from 0 to 9, where 9 basically is native speaker and or native person, because you're graded on both speech, reading, writing, and listening. And my overall band score on that test was 8.5. But don't take my word for it. I'm going to provide you with a copy of that. So I am going to ask my followers to tell you, to be my references, and to tell you why they think I'm the perfect person for this job. If you want more professional references, I can of course arrange that. That is no problem at all. And actually, I have only one condition for me to take this job, because I think that me working for you would be it would be perfect. We would both get so much out of it. And my only condition is that I need to be stationed in New York, because either way, I am going to quit my job at Björn Borg. And in 2012, I'm going to either travel a lot, or I'm going to live in New York, work in New York, because my boyfriend lives in Cleveland, and I don't intend to spend a year away from him. So I hope that this video has piqued your interest. And if it has, give me a call and we'll talk. All right, bye.